Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys. Dillian Whyte versus Moses Itauma just wrapped up, and to be honest, it was obvious from the beginning, right? Dillian did not stand a chance, and you can say whatever you want. Moses was just that good from the beginning. Dillian was too old. Dillian messed up. You can say whatever, but one thing was clear that Dillian was not on Moses' level. Not today, not tonight at least. And yeah, I'm just so sleepy right now. In my country, it's 4 in the morning right now, and I still have Javante Tank Davis versus what's his name? I forgot their rematch, and also Hamza versus GDP. So I better get some sleep. I also have school today, so I can't miss that. So it's just like average Sundays, man. It is what it is. Anyways, let's talk about the fight. I was really hoping that it wasn't as bad as it was, but like if we are being honest, like Dillian, like this fight was never meant for Dillian to win. Like Moses Itauma, like his current resume, it's just so much superior compared to what Dillian Whyte has ever done. And the Dillian that we saw tonight, it was not the Dillian that fought Chisora, that fought, let's say, even Tyson Fury, that fought Joseph Parker. This was not the same Dillian Whyte. This is not the body snatcher we all know and love. This is a very old man. Dillian has only lost 4 times now, if we count today's fight. He lost to Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Spivak, and I forgot his name. Alexander something, I forgot his name. I apologize. I'm just so sleepy right now. And now Moses Itauma. The thing is, Dillian was so chini from the beginning round, and he used to be chini in his other fights as well, but he has never ever been this much chini, this much like this, like he had never had this low of a guard ever. And like from the beginning round, like from the first second, we saw that Dillian had zero defense basically. He didn't give a shit, like he didn't counter, he just threw a few jabs and that's it. And Moses exploited that as much as possible. Yeah, let me tell you one thing. If there was an average heavyweight in there with Dillian other than Moses, they could not have they could not have found the shot that Moses did. You know, like it's one thing to say that it was quite easy for Moses, but it's another thing to call it that Moses had to do zero, because Moses' accuracy, timing, power, it was unbelievable. Trust me. Because let's say if someone like Zhili Zhang or Big Bang Zhang was in there, I don't think he could have knocked him out in under, I think it was like just over 2 minutes, right? Yeah, I don't think he could have done that. I think like it would have took him like at least 4 or 5 rounds to get the knockout. But and by then Dillian would have actually started attacking. This fight, it ended way before it started, and I just feel so bad for Dillian because he didn't expect, he wasn't ready for the speed of Moses Itauma. I've been saying this for a long time. Moses Itauma is basically like the Tom Aspinall of heavyweight boxing, and you all saw why. Like when we saw Tom Aspinall easily knock out Sergey Pavlovich, Curtis Blades, and Alexander Volkov, and a lot of other people. It's basically the same exact thing, and Moses is doing the same exact thing in boxing. He has 8 first round finishes, knockouts. It's and like all right. So that's I think we have comprehended enough of Moses' greatness. Now let's move on to his future. I apologize. So he's calling for the Usyk fight. Of course, I'm not surprised. Anyone shouldn't be surprised. The thing is, you can easily make a case for if that he deserves the fight. That's not arguable at this point. The reason why I don't want to see him fight Usyk now at least is we're forgetting about Parker, bro. Parker has done more than enough things to deserve the Usyk fight. He signed up to fight Daniel Dubois. He pulled out, and for that he got rewarded the Usyk fight. let's say hypothetically, just hypothetically, if Daniel had fought Joseph, like let's say if Joseph beat Daniel, I'm not saying he would have. I'm just saying hypothetically, if he had beaten Daniel, I mean it's possible, right? It's heavyweight boxing. So after that, how does Daniel Dubois deserves the title shot that he got? He doesn't. He obviously doesn't. He got a shot at undisputed, which I won't say he didn't deserve, but like if you give Daniel Dubois his chance, then why hasn't Joseph even got a title shot yet? Like it's just completely stupid. And I do agree that I think it's like WB or WBA. They said that they will strip Usyk of that belt if he does not fight Joseph Parker. I completely agree with that because let's say yeah, Usyk versus Joseph, it won't sell as much pay per view as like a Fury trilogy or as an Itauma fight, but realistically you have to think about this, right? Joseph Parker does deserve this more than anything, and you cannot play bias in this. You know, Turkey Al Sheikh is controlling boxing now, and like if this was the boxing before without Turkey, like there was no shot that Parker would have got the opportunity to fight Usyk. But right now, I think like Moses Itauma should fight someone like someone in the top five at least, like Caballero, Anthony Joshua, or someone like that. Maybe even Tyson Fury. You know, Tyson Fury versus Moses. This is such a brilliant matchup. Like you have to think like this is an amazing matchup. All right, so yeah, that's that. I think Moses should win at least one more fight against someone who is active, who is hungry. Tyson Fury, Caballero. There are a lot of options. So that's it. As far as the future of the body snatcher or the baby snatcher, the body snatcher Dillian Whyte goes, he should either retire or fight someone like Deontay Wilder, I'd say, because like he's such a lovable guy. I don't want to see him go out on such a brutal knockout. I'll be honest, I love him. I love Dillian so much. That's why I was pretending for this whole time, for this whole build up, that Dillian somehow doesn't get knocked out. He somehow like he loses the decision or something. You know, I was just holding my heart together. I was just keeping it together. Like somehow I was just praying and hoping somehow like if Dillian somehow survives this, because you know it was really hard for me. You know, like when Dillian got up and he was complaining to the referee and he was like kind of pissed off at the referee. You know, it was really like I really felt it, and it was not a good feeling. Trust me. So yeah, I hope he fights someone easy and then retires. You know, I don't think he is. I don't think his body is fit. I think his prime days are already over. I mean, he is a former champion, so he did knock out Derek Chisora twice. He is. He will always be one of the most memorable heavyweights of all time. You know, and he did give us a good time while he was here. Anyways, guys, that's my opinion. You guys make sure to let me know what you guys think, and I'm just gonna go pray Fajr and maybe get a bit of sleep before Tank's fight or Hamza's fight. I don't know, but trust me, I will be making the aftermath for those videos. You guys make sure to watch this thing, and inshallah I'll see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.